Welcome to Pub Sports Radio, NBA Pub Hub. Boom, our new show, new graphics, our new guy Dutch here, blazing one up. How you doing, my man?
I'm great, man. I'm great. I feel a lot better today than I did yesterday. I'm not going to lie to you. It's Medicaid Monday. Salute to everyone in the chat that's out there. We're going to stay heavily medicated today, but you already know we're about to hit them straight over the motherfucking head, bro.
I love it. Skee, how you doing? Round 2, baby.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm chilling. I'm ready to get some money today.
Let's get it. We got a couple games, but let's talk first real quick about last night's. Let's go the first one real quick. What'd you guys think about Wiz Sixers? Go ahead, Dutch. Hit it up. What'd you think about that game last night?
Well, that was the one game. I wish I just ended it on that, to be honest with you. I was 2-0. I had I didn't give it out. I said I was on Simmons, but he was minus 140, so I didn't give that out on the show. And rebounds, killed it. Rebounds and assists over 6.5 minus 140, easy money. Curry didn't score in the first half, but he got over the 12.5. He had 15 in the second half. So honestly, I wish I would have just stopped at that game. That was a beautiful thing. The Wiz did cover, I believe, by the hook or by a point. So like I said, it was a pretty sharp line there. But it was a good game, and I do believe the Wiz will get a couple, one, maybe two. But as you can see, Tobias Harris, what a first half did he have, huh? The guy was unstoppable. But overall, I think we've seen what we've seen. The Sixers are just a better team.
Good. And you, Skee?
Yeah, Sixers for sure the better team, but I didn't really like what I saw from them. You could look at Ben Simmons, you could look at the defense. They were losing at the half, giving up like 60-something points, and they're supposed to be one of the better defensive teams. So I want to see Philly play better. And
Embiid has a thought
about that. Yep.
Yeah. I felt the same way. They just came out, it was kind of going through the motions. Like, we know, I think we're going to win this game. And they did. They were able to score at will when they wanted to. But the Wizards, like I talked about, I think they'll be able to hang around. Maybe they'll win a game or two, but just like you said, they were able to get inside the number. The line was right there. They just got in it. And the game went way over. Like we kind of thought about the Wiz, even though the Sixers will be able to play defense, when you start playing a team like that, you just flow with it. You know what I mean? You'll just score a shitload on them, probably give up some extra buckets, especially late. And that game went way over. All right, next we got the Lakers. Skee's Lakers, and the Suns. 99-90. Suns won, covered, under hit. Go ahead, Dutch, hit him up. What'd you think of that game?
Yeah, man, that under was a beautiful thing. Pretty much, Skee was right on with the with the Suns there. There were no contest. A lot of caps was on that first half, but the full game wasn't a sweat either. Really, when I think about yesterday's game, bro, I can't help but just think about AD soft ass. The motherfucking unibrow. God damn, shave that shit. Do something different, because your ass is soft as fuck. Like, if you watch it, he looked so awkward out there, bro. It was depressing as fuck. It was tilting. It was killing my high. Everything and above. AD was really bad. And then it got even worse when we get to the next game. But yeah, AD, that was the story for yesterday. He had, I believe, 7 points and 1 rebound. Like in the third quarter, early third, it was just disgusting. Mark Jackson called him out. I believe in the fourth quarter when he got that and one, he said, "Welcome to the fucking party." AD, like, finally, and there was like 3 minutes to go in the game probably. So that just tells you that game. You're going to get a lot better than the Lakers. I'm not going to overreact. To me, it's mainly based on AD. We'll see better Lakers, and hopefully we do see a better AD.
I agree. Go ahead, Skee. Hit it up. I don't know if you want to go too deep with it.
I pretty much agree. AD kind of said it himself, like, we're not going to win any games if I play like that. So he put it on himself, and
that's good.
He looks soft, and I expect him to play a lot better in the next game. I expect him to respond. So, when I talked about this series and I talked about this game, the first game, I already said, like, if you like Phoenix, you might as well take them on that first game, because I expected them to win, honestly. But the series, I don't know. We'll talk about that when we get back to it.
Yeah, I think AD, he said it. He's got to be better, kind of call himself out, everyone else. He's got to score. He's got to be the guy. LeBron, we don't know too much. He had his ankle problem. I think he's somewhat okay, and he's LeBron. I think he'll be fine. But he was so big last year, don't you think, Skee? I thought AD in the championship run was huge. He was kind of the guy. He's got to be the guy, yeah.
It can't be LeBron being the main guy. I think at this point it has to be Anthony Davis.
I agree. Yep, totally agree, boys.
I did mention one thing last in the best bet. I was trying to remember in the best bet segment yesterday. I said if the Lakers lose, best bet was to go to the window and play the Lakers on the series. It was plus 110. I think it's like last I saw -110, -115.
15 I saw this morning.
Yeah. Get that Laker money, huh?
Skee did it. He waited and did it. I didn't do it. That's how lazy my ass was. And then because we looked this morning afterwards, I go, well, I wonder what it is now. And you're like, oh, it's already -110. It's already -115.
A lot of motherfuckers was listening to Skee, huh?
Yeah.
Come on, Conor. Come on,
All right, guys. Next one. This one was a good one. We thought it'd be pretty good. Tight the whole game. Hawks Knicks 107-105. Trae Young with the floater to basically win it. Go ahead, Dutch. Kick it off. What'd you feel about that one?
Trae motherfucking Young, what he says. It's awfully quiet in here or some shit like that. He shut it down. He got some calls, though. I ain't going to lie. I'm going to be a little salty. I might sound a little salty because everybody know I was on the Knicks. But, yeah, he got some calls late. The whole fucking league gets calls. They're so soft nowadays. But, Trae Young, props to him. He did his thing. I got to touch on Julius Randle. I honestly think him and AD might have got that phone call or something because I don't know. They was on the same shit. They was lost from the free throw line to the three-point line and even inside. They didn't look comfortable at all. Julius Randle was on the same shit. And, of course, I had both of them. I have 4 props. I bet yesterday myself. And those 2 were the ones I bricked. And those were probably the 2 I was most confident in. It's unreal. I mean, they just both look lost to me. If Randle doesn't play better, I mean, he's got to play better than that. But if he doesn't play great, I think this could be a short series because Atlanta's going to handle business at home. I do believe that. If New York couldn't win that game, they might have trouble, in the series. I thought it was going to be a closer series, but from what I seen last night, I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead, Skee.
Treyway, big-time player.
Yeah, man.
Big time, yeah.
I just got to give him some credit. I mean, the team as a whole played good, but I was just his playoff debut, right? I was, how do I say, not surprised, but I like what I saw from Trae Young. So I like that Atlanta side.
All right, yeah, that was good. And real quick, C-Mac, the reason why I know it was a close game and all, but Alec Burks played out of his fucking mind. He was literally like, he was killing it. I don't think you're going to get that every night. Derrick Rose played great. Julius Randle didn't play good, but I'm just saying, like, I didn't like the way they were playing guarding that 3 when it counted. It was just all bad for the Knicks at the end.
Yeah, it just kind of went all bad. They didn't seem great all game, and they were in it. I think they'll be better game 2, but yeah, Young just went off when he started. He's gonna have games. He's a baller. You know what I mean? He can shoot when he gets hot. He can score, and he did it well. He had a huge game. I think the Knicks will be better. Randall didn't have a good game, which you mentioned. That was the key. We keep talking about it. He's got to be the guy. I think they'll be a little bit better. And we talked about it. We think this is going 6 or 7 games. So I think it's going to be a good one. And I'm glad kind of the Hawks won there. I went 1-1. I went bigger on the under, but woof. The Knicks would have tied that up. The Knicks would have had to win, or I would have lost both. I would have been real pissed.
Yeah, nice the under though.
Yeah, just got there. Before we get to the Heat Bucks here in a minute, let's get to the last one. Grizzlies Jazz 112-109. The Grizz, Donovan Mitchell, late scratch. He's pissed off. What do you guys feel? What's up, Dutch? How do you feel about last night? The Grizz with the big win.
Bro, shout out to the chat. I see Big Show in the back smoking. I appreciate that. Listen, you know what I'm saying? Pass that shit. Yeah, everybody in the chat that's hollering at me. I see you.
Shout out.
We're smoking. What is this right now? Oh yeah, this is the OG Venom OG. Skee knows I like that Venom OG.
Venom OG. Had it a few times.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I like this motherfucker. It gets you where you need to be. But regarding the Grizz, man, this game kind of tilts me because I told you guys to bet, and I know you said it. You liked it too, over 21.5, and it was plus 110 on Morant. I was so upset for the first part of the day. I didn't even bet that, so that was upsetting. And then and I really thought it was the +9 was good early. I didn't pull the trigger. I believe it went down to 8. And then Mitchell gets ruled out, the classic NBA fuckery, which I was hoping we would stay away from in the playoffs. Yeah. But there's the first side of that, and hopefully we don't see no more of that. So tough for people, because I got a couple cats that I know that were on the Jazz. That's tough when he goes out. But yeah, I mean, Memphis is gritty. Brooks is nice. But overall, I think when Mitchell will come back, Utah will handle business.
Yeah, I think so too. Man, they came in. Jazz, though, struggle in the playoffs. This team, regular season, we kind of talked about. I know Skee did kind of paper champs. A great team regular season. They don't show up during the playoffs. And then they lose game 1 at home. I think they probably win game 2. Mitchell should play. We'll see about that whole fiasco. But what'd you think about it, Skee?
Yeah, I did just see on Twitter they're saying he's available to play in game 2. But
they said that game 1 though.
Pretty much jazz across, like I always thought, man.
Yeah.
I wasn't high on this team coming into the playoffs. I see what they did regular season. Like I said before, regular season stuff is cute, but it's big boy time now. So we'll see what happens rest of the playoffs with them. I think they beat the Grizzlies, but Jazz is gonna get knocked out.
Hey, this is like your least favorite series because you don't really fuck with either one of these teams. Huh?
Yeah, you can tell. You already know.
He like just salty about the shit.
These are regulars, that I mess with it too much either. The Jazz and the Grizzlies.
Did you get on that Morant prop, C-Mac?
I did. I played the Morant prop. I didn't mess with the side. I mean, I talked about it yesterday. I usually grab points. I did, and I thought the Jazz would play better. I didn't see Mitchell getting scratched either at the end. I mean, I saw it right as everyone else did. He thought he was going to play, obviously. So I'm glad I stayed off. Just a good one. I'm glad I stayed off. But big win for the Grizz. And like I said, I know Skee kind of gives Morant some shit sometimes, but he's got to score. He'll probably have some bad games, but he's got to be the guy. He's got to shoot a little more for them to win, I think. When you're the best player on the court on your team, you got to get there. So, for sure. Let's get to this game here tonight. Yeah.
Oh, I was just saying on the other side. I was just saying, C-Mac, on the other side, there's no one really that scares you to shut him down. That's what I like about it. That's why I thought 21.5 wasn't that bad. I mean, his props before that were like 20.5, so it only moved 1 point. So I thought there was value there, plus getting plus 110. I just wish I would have pulled the trigger. It's all good.
Definitely. All right, 7:35 tonight. Miami Heat, Milwaukee Bucks. Hit it, show. Boom, baby. Can't wait. All right, we got the Bucks 4.5 point favorites. The total's 224. There's some 223.5s out there. Go ahead, hit it, Dutch. What do you think in this game? Heat, Bucks.
Shout out to Danny. Put back a couple Coronas with that dude. Yeah, man. Front row to the shoey. Yeah. All right. Heat Bucks. The Heat and Bucks. I would have to right here. Are we good? You can hear me clear. I don't know.
You good?
Okay. Yeah, I'm good. Bet. Yeah. Yeah. So when I look at this game, I did give out the first half. The first half it was a real squeak. We barely got there. And I know a lot of people on Miami with the 4.5, but when I look at it, I mean, the Bucks shot 16% from the 3-point line. I believe they had 5 3-pointers the whole game, well under their average. I don't know if they're going to do that again. But when it comes down to this game, it's fourth quarter. I don't trust Giannis. I don't know if Milwaukee's going to allow to do what they did in overtime and let Middleton be the guy. Because if they go through Middleton at the end, then they're going to be a better team. Let Giannis do his thing for 46 minutes. But Middleton or Drew Holiday, and preferably Middleton, I believe, is the best offensive weapon they have. When it comes down to needing a bucket, you go to that guy. You don't go to Giannis on the 3 and try to have him do something and put him on the free throw line. We've seen what happened. So I'm going to go ahead and lock in Milwaukee first half. I gave you tons of stats about them the first time. Plus 18, I believe they were in the 3 games. I know Jimmy Butler didn't play, but plus 18 in the points, that's a lot. They were plus 13 in the rebounds in game 1. So I'm going to look for Milwaukee to play a good first half and cover the first half line. I believe was it 2.5? I believe we got 2.5 out there.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, 2.5, 2. If you can get a 2, get it. I believe it's 2.5 though. So yeah, Milwaukee first half, and then when it comes down to that fourth quarter, like I mentioned, I'm going to stay away from Jimmy and them guys. I wouldn't be surprised if they pulled out, but I do think I would. I think this is going to be a good ass game. But I just look for Milwaukee to come out and play solid basketball first half.
Yeah, definitely. There's some 2.5s, but there are 2s out there. So shop around if you want to jump on this Bucks first half. There's some 2s out there. Go ahead, Skee. Hit them.
Come the other way. I know.
Initially, I'm thinking Jimmy and Bam got to be better because they were like 8 for 20, 30 something. And then I look at it a little bit more it's just the defense that Milwaukee's playing. They're not going to allow them to be in the paint like that. Like they're making them beat them from the outside. And Miami, I mean, they shot a good percentage, but majority of their shots were from the 3, and they shot 40%. I think 20 for 50. So, I mean, that's more than 50% of their field goals for the game from the 3-point land. If that keeps up like that, I don't know if I see Jimmy Butler and Bam doing any better. Like they're letting them have those threes pretty much. And for the Milwaukee side, like Dutch mentioned, they're not going to be 5 for 31 again. They're going to shoot a lot better from three. That's something I think I can count on right there. So I do lean towards the Bucks side, and I can agree with this look maybe early just because I don't really trust Giannis. I mean, we've seen him. I saw Preston's comment come up saying couldn't stop yelling and they're missing free throws. Like Giannis is a disaster at the end of the game. So I want to stay away from that if I like the Bucks. And
real quick
from the total, it's a couple different ways I feel about this one. At first, I'm like, maybe Milwaukee won't shoot as many free throws, but they're going to shoot better from three. And then I heard a quote from Dragic saying, like, pretty much since they're packing the paint like that, they got to play faster and get some transition points, get some easy baskets. So if they start picking up the pace, then Milwaukee probably plays with pace, and I would lean towards over.
Yeah, this game's got me just a little bit, especially the total. I if I had to, I'd lean towards the under a little bit again, but at 224, even some 223s, I think there's more scoring in game two. Will it get it over? I don't know. Playoff basketball, I think the game's tight. And I didn't see anything. Both teams didn't shoot the ball real well, but I didn't see anything different kind of than the series last year. I think the game was close. I think the Heat they didn't play well down the stretch and hit some shots. I think they could play better. I don't blame anyone. The Bucks got there the first half, made a couple of key shots there at the end to get that or push whoever had the first half with them. I wouldn't mind that again today, but if I were to go full game, I'd still take the 5 points with the Heat if you could find a 5. I know mostly it's 4.5, so I see a 5 at FanDuel. I just think the Heat are right there with this team, and I just can't back the Bucks. They haven't shown they can cover. They didn't do it in game one. They didn't do it last series. They lost last year. So just until they show it, give me the 5 points full game here with the Heat. All right, let's get to the late one.
Yeah, let me answer this Cat's question real quick. I believe it's Eric. Yeah, I don't really like the Bam prop. If I had to bet, it would be Jimmy on that. If we're talking points, rebounds, and assists, he's kind of the guy that got to do everything for him. But when I look, I'm staying kind of light on these props right now because goddamn. But what I would do is I look at over 15.5 with Dragic because I know it's a little high, but he's been getting it, man. He gets his points off the book. And then also I would look at Hero, maybe over 10.5. He was really clicking towards the end of the season. He's had big games against the Bucks. Last two have struggled against them, though. So 10.5 is a low number. But we know, I mean, Duncan Robinson, with Skee mentioned him last game. He's beautiful. Any of those three, I believe, will catch fire. It's just a matter of which one, But 10.5 seems pretty low for Hero.
I think you're right, but it's kind of which one.
Yeah,
just like you're saying, it's a little dicey.
Exactly
with that. Yeah, the Bam, I was really high on his boards over 9.5 game one. I still kind of like it. I think I would stick to that. I wouldn't go over the 31.5 points, rebounds, assists. I'd maybe just stick to his. I think he'll get over 10 boards, or maybe look at him a double-double, minus 105. But, yeah, let's get to the late one. Here we go. Trailblazers, Denver Nuggets. The Nuggets, minus 1.5, actually a 2 some places, and the total 226. Just about everywhere. We got a couple 227s. Go ahead, Dutch. What do you feel in this one?
So going to Mile Motherfucking High to get Rip City. Man, this is a good one. This is a good one. I like it. My style. If I have to go with the Nuggets first half here. I'm going to stay away. I really like this play, though. I do like the Nuggets first half in this. They'll probably win the game. This is a game. This is damn near a must-win for Denver. I just believe that Portland is a better team, though. I know they shot lights out that first game, but I'm going to stay away, though, from the full game simply because they got closers. Dame's a closer. McCollum can close. And they have a lot of weapons. I mean, Melo seems to really like to play in Denver, too. Damn, he looked pretty solid last game.
Yeah, he looked pretty good.
He should have never left.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another topic. But he left them for New York. Yeah, he's a damn fool for that. I lost a lot of respect for him. I had a lot of Nuggets gear and Syracuse gear. And when he went to New York, oh, bro, I don't got that shit no more, bro.
You were like,
I ain't gonna lie. It's like some KD shit, but not on KD's level, though. I still fuck with Melo, though. But, yeah, like I said, that's a whole nother subject. But, yeah, back to back to them. I really believe that the Nuggets have to come out and play aggressive basketball early. You got to get more from the 1 and 2, Campazzo and Rivers. They horrible. We've talked about that. You know, I mean, they have to play better. The bench has to play better. Like I mentioned, it's a must win for them. Joker had a great game. Porter had 25, shot pretty well from the field. Look for him to be a little more aggressive in that first half. And then also, Joker had 1 assist in game 1.
I saw that. Wild.
Yeah. I mean, he had 27 shots, and I was like, damn, he doesn't shoot that. They came in with a different game plan. I like for him to be aggressive, but also others need to get involved if they're going to, do what they want to do. But yeah, I was surprised to see that 1 assist. I believe his props are over 6.5. But the prop I do like in this game is going to come actually from Dame time. It's going to be a little different, though. It's going to be over his assist. If you can get 6.5, jump on that. But I believe there's 7.5 most places now. It is plus money or like minus 104 or something, 105. But he's got double digits assists in 3 of the last 4 games versus Denver. I mean, he's just coming off of 34 points and 13 dimes. He shot the ball, I believe, 24, 27 times. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me right now. But he's looking – I mean, like I said, they got tons of weapons all around him. So he's going to get double digits assists.
For sure. Skee, what are you feeling in this one?
Well, first off, before I forget – I'm going to leave it alone. I was going to make a comment about Melo, but I'll leave it alone.
Shut out the win there.
But if I'm going to look at a prop here, and I'm going to comment on what Preston just said too, but if I'm going to look at a prop, I think I'm going to go to Simons. He's only at 10.5 for points, rebounds, and assists. He had 14 points last game. He had 10 points the game before that. I know it was a while ago, not in the playoffs, but I don't see any defense really being played from either side here. Like, it's a lot of scoring options for the Blazers. He's one of them. I see him getting 10 or 11 points, rebounds, and assists. So that's the prop I would look at. As far as the game, Preston said Blazers killed Jokic in the pick and roll that whole game. Yeah, I remember last year they were like the worst pick and roll defense all year. And it looks like, I mean, that's what they're looking like out there in that game. I don't see how it changes. Like, they're going to have to do something defensively to get the ball out of these guys' hands coming off of those picks. Something. They got to do something. And even one-on-one, like, Campazzo is not holding Lillard. Lillard knows he can do whatever he wants to do.
Yeah, and, small. He's just kind of small. He's pesky, but he
too little.
He's just too little. Yeah.
So I think he scores. Who everybody on the Blazers side can probably score, and on the Nuggets side, Jokic is going to get what he wants. Porter Jr. is going to score. Blazers defense isn't legit, so they're bottom 2 defense on the year. So I like points in this game. I don't understand why the total is dropping from 228.5 to 226.5. I like it to go over.
I agree a little bit with you, Skee. I think as much as it could stay under, I think the way I'm watching it, I kind of lean over. I mean, you know what I mean? I'd feel a little more better with an over ticket than an under ticket. And usually, you know me, I like to take under, especially in the playoffs. So I think they can both score on each other easily. I'm with you, Dutch. I think this is Nuggets. They can't go down 0-2 at home. I mean, at the house, it's their place, mile high. I mean, they got to win game 2. They can't go back to Portland down 0-2. I like your first half, but I'll kind of go full game because I kind of like this as my best bet. The Nuggets, I'm going to go full game, minus 1.5. They got to come to play. And Jokic, you talked about him, only 1 assist. Maybe I think he gets involved a little more. Maybe this would be a prop that's plus money here. Over 7.5 assists. I know he's got to get 8, but it's plus 115. I think he gets more involved early. That's one he could maybe get over. That's plus money to take a look at. Yeah, I also like your Dame assists.
Oh, go ahead. My bad.
No, I like your Dame assists a little. I still like CJ McCollum. I always like him as a second option to score. Him and Powell, I think they could both put up 20. So I like those kind of as props as well. I don't know if I'm going to pull the trigger, but definitely the Nuggets. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I was looking at the Jokic prop with the assist. It was 6.5, like minus 140 or something. So now 7.5.
Yeah,
plus,
okay.
Yeah, so I do look for him to be get others involved. That's how he's played all year. He's had double digits assists quite a few times. I believe he's averaging 7 or 8 assists a game. So to have 1 assist is pretty low. Billy mentioned. Billy mentioned why not? Should we go back to McCollum? And like I said, I went I gave out 5 props yesterday on the show. I bet 4 of them and went 2-2, and 2 of them were just like, I think Randall and AD might have had the worst games of the year. So
They had bad games.
Yeah, and I just been having a little bad luck with real close ones. So I'm treading lightly. I don't not like that look with McCollum, but like Skee said, there's tons of they got so many options. So I do like Dame to get his, obviously, because the matchup is just too good. I expect McCollum to get over 20, 22 or plus. But I definitely like the Dame, assist look, because I think he's going to get out of this evolve. He's got so many shooters, so many around him. Nurkic, the pick and roll, like Preston mentioned, just so many options. I mean, we're going to get 10 assists there. But, I would look for Joker to get a lot of points too, but I believe it was 31.5. So they know he's getting his. That's pretty huge.
I agree. And hey, I want to talk to you guys. Dude, I watched especially that first half. Where's Aaron Gordon? He needs to step to – I didn't even see that guy at all, like with the ball or nothing. I know he scored some late, but, man, I was kind of watching the first half, especially the first half mostly. But I'm like, he needs to play a lot better tonight for the Nuggets to win here. He's got to step up for sure. All right, guys, that was good. Before we get to best bets, let's throw it to Manscaped. Hit it, Joe.
Hey.
Hell yeah. Get the Southtown 101, baby. San Antonio.
Get yourself all freshened up and go get some 101 in you.
Hell yeah. We be pubbing. NBA, Pub Hub. Here we go. Best bets. Best bets. I already gave you mine. I'll just go. Fuck it. I said Nuggets -1.5. The full game. There's a lot of 2s. There's a few 1.5s barely out there. That's still I get it too. Nuggets full game -1.5. Dutch?
My man. Yeah, I'll stay in that lane. I really like the assist with Dame, but I'm going first half. I'm not going to get too cute here. I'll go first half with Denver. They got to come out. To me, they don't have enough. They don't have enough, honestly, offensive weapons to get down 10, 15 points, in my opinion, against a team like the Blazers. So they got to come out hungry, ready to rock and roll. Let's lock in the Nuggets first half.
All right. Nuggets first half. Perfect. Skee?
So I've only made one bet so far today in the NBA, and I'm going to use it as my best bet, but I've already talked about it enough today. So I want to try to get something else. We'll see. If I bet anything else in the NBA, I know for sure I'm going to bet this prop. If it's anything else, I bet, and it's Simons over 10.5 points, rebounds, assists. I think that's a solid look. But for my best bet for today, I like points. I mean, I don't see how either team stops the other. Denver, Portland, over 226.5. That's my best one.
Boom. I love it. All right. Denver, Portland, over 226.5. I think we see it again. Damn, I'm a little, but I think we see it. I think they get over it. I don't know if it's huge, but I think that total's a little bit low. You're telling me in the regular season, I think this game, it's 235 or whatever. So, and it's going down a little bit, like you mentioned, Skee. People have been bet this down a little bit. I get it's the playoffs. I'm probably going to stay off, but I lean that way a little bit. All right, that's it. First one, NBA Pub Hub. Thanks for joining us, Dutch, Skee. Babano will be back tomorrow. He got his little shot. He's done. He'll be with us back tomorrow. We'll be good to go. See you later. Peace.
Y'all stay fresh.